Previously on Under the Gun, we will be designing for a very talented client, Zendaya.
Hey designers, what I'm looking for is my next performance outfit. I'm so excited. Nick is talking non-stop.
Oh my God. Okay, one of my designers told me to shut up.
I'm gonna pick it apart, put it back. I know that I want to glam up Zendaya's tomboy style.
Isabel, we gotta go. I am about to combust.
Where's Isabel? This has got to stop.
I say very well done. I'm a big fan.
Thank you so much.
Glamorous, grungy. Asha, I would love to wear your outfit. The fact that Zendaya will be wearing my outfit on tour, it is awesome.
It's a disaster.
These last 24 hours have been very draining on me, particularly because of Isabel.
She has a completely different approach in mentoring than I do.
I'm completely shocked at this moment. I could never throw any of my designers under the bus, obviously.
Nick got to speak and nothing good about Isabel.
I'm just horrified to be in that position. I don't know if you would defend me or not.
Isabel, we have to say goodbye to you.
Thank you so much.
Each mentor now has 3 designers in their group. So now the pressure's really on, because only one designer and one mentor will win Under the Gun. Welcome to Under the Gun. 3 familiar faces return to the runway. They know what it takes to get to the top. Now they're the mentors showing a fresh group of designers how to make it work. All of their designers are talented, but only one can be the winner. We're all under the gun.
How are you guys feeling about Nick? Well, after what he did to Isabel, I definitely worry. He didn't stand up for her at all.
Yeah, no, that was horrible.
Nick's frustration with Isabella was so obvious. I just feel like he could have handled it more maturely. He's our mentor, and you have to just own the group of people you're with.
But he didn't even defend us as being good either.
I'll just be honest, I was very surprised that you were so assertive about how she's got to get out of here, because she was already going. It just seemed like, okay, she's down. I'm going to take the bus and run right over her a couple of times.
In regards to Isabel, I didn't realize it until he told me, and that shocked me.
Especially for the 3 designers remaining in your team, they need to feel that you unconditionally support them.
Right.
Nick's designers witnessed him throwing Isabel under the bus. The only way that he can demonstrate his support for them is through actions, not words. I really believe it can be turned around by you.
Okay, I agree. I really feel bad for coming down on Isabel. That was wrong. I'm not that kind of person. My apologies to her. Isabel, you didn't deserve that from me.
It's always been a dream of mine to visit the Getty Villa. You couldn't ask for more inspiration anywhere.
So beautiful, all of the marble, the statues, and I immediately see really great looking costumes.
Good morning, designers and mentors.
Good morning.
Welcome to the spectacular Getty Villa. I want you to join me in welcoming our special guest, Emmy-nominated costume designer Wendy Partridge. Hi, Wendy.
Hello, designers. I'm happy to be here with all of you.
Designers, Wendy created these spectacular garments that you see, and they are from the new action drama movie Pompeii.
It's set in 79 AD against the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Pompey tells the epic story of a slave turned gladiator who finds himself in a race against time to save his true love, Cassia.
People of Pompeii, let the games begin!
It was the jewel of our empire. Tomorrow we fight. Slaves that live earn their freedom. But for all our strength.
What is this?
It is the mountain. We lived in the shadow of a greater power.
Whatever is happening here, find freedom, my friend. We have to get to the harbor.
We will go together.
Wow. You're going to be working in teams, according to Mentor Group.
I'm scared. This is the day that I was afraid of. A team challenge.
We just hope another volcano doesn't erupt.
This could really be interesting, depending on how everybody plays together.
and I'm guessing we don't play well together.
You will be creating a 3-look cohesive mini collection. It is to be inspired by Wendy's costumes, by the Getty Villa, by these magnificent surroundings of the villa.
I think it's such a cool idea for us to design a collection within our teams.
I just want to underscore, you are to be inspired by the costumes and by the setting, but you're not to make costumes. These are to be wearable looks. One team member from the winning team will win this challenge, and one team member from the losing team will go home.
I'm really nervous for myself because I can picture Nick throwing me under the bus. I don't think he sees a winner in me.
You will have one day for this challenge. As teams, you will have 30 minutes to meet, to sketch, and then we're going shopping at Mood.
Good luck, designers. I'm very excited to see what you guys are going to create.
And you will, because Wendy's our guest judge. All right, designers, sketch away. I don't know how the mentors will respond to the team challenge. In my experiences, there are a lot of moving parts when you're working with a team challenge, and you have to oversee all of those moving parts.
Through here, I think we have to think about cohesion through fabrics and through the color story. I really love being in a collaborative situation, so I hope my energy and my excitement for this team challenge rubs off on my designers.
I love like a very hard line.
Exactly. We're in the same area, so we are feeding off of each other. We just need to make sure that we're on the same page, like
And it's
working
cohesive.
together along the way.
Now we're in the fourth challenge. It's about time for my team to win. I recognize how morale can really suffer from stagnation. We must talk about that. It's time to step it up.
It can start out with being sort of a story that ends up with the queen, like the queen who would live here. I don't have all the answers. I'm learning, but I think in this team challenge, my designers really need hands-on Nick. I'm not saying, again, this is for the better of the team. It's resort, and it's like, but it's luxe resort.
We'll do a resort collection. I'm open, but what makes me sad is that we can't have a cohesive conversation about it because the conversation is entirely hijacked by Nick.
A mentor needs to listen.
I've been to Naples, I've been to Pompeii.
Listen, Nick.
It would be great.
We got the idea.
I'm really getting nervous. I feel like we have a lot of things to discuss in terms of what each designer's thinking they want to do and how we're going to combine those things. And we need to be going to Mood soon.
Design teams. Your 30 minutes starts right now.
Are you on the same team?
Yes.
You guys, what do you think of this? This is pretty ivory. It's got 2 faces, just in case you want
Yeah,
to.
but we want to do a play on hard versus soft. This is dyeable, right? This is real.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to try and create our own textile to go back to the marble effect that we're very inspired by.
Who's doing black? Anyone?
I've got white and black.
We're trying to keep everything similar and cohesive, so we decide we're going to meet up prior to getting anything cut so that we can all lay each fabric out so that everybody's okay with them.
Do you guys think that 6 yards of the black knit for this was fine?
What's going on?
We're just
Cutting.
We waited to match all of our fabrics until we had everything.
Okay. I love the fact that you're saying we.
I really like that. I think that looked gorgeous on the runway.
From this one, let me see.
Oscar!
Do you have the price on this one?
Oscar runs off and he's not paying attention to what Stephanie and I are doing. Oscar, do you want to help me pick blue?
Okay, we look great under whatever Oscar's doing as a blouse.
That's why we need him. Let's just get Oscar so we can cut.
This perfect. This one.
We're really not working as a team. We have not talked about how these pieces are going to tie together.
I can spend 200.
Don't go past that. Check in with us for sure to make sure. He should come to the table. That was kind of the point.
Nick's design team's a dysfunctional group. Things aren't going well.
Can we incorporate blue into your costume? Into your outfit?
No. Oh my God.
Designers, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. The mini Oscar.
Quiet, Oscar. Chihuahua.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Right. Will you bring Shan's over? Okay, there's one there. Okay.
Design teams, may I have your attention for just a moment, please? You will have until 11 o'clock tonight. I will be in later with the mentors to check in with the teams. You will have a model fitting later. You will have the regular beats in the morning, and then we will have our runway. I will see you later, everyone.
Go for gold. Yep. Number 1, we need to cut fringe and see if it's really going to work for me.
Yeah.
Asha's going to do a leather dress, And then Sam is going to do a crop top with a maxi skirt. And I want to do a gown. It's going to be mostly out of the silk with leather details. I think it's going to work really well together.
I gotta start dyeing. So.
Yeah, why don't you start testing?
I start preparing a technique for the print that we want to do, and I'm inspired by the mosaic patterns of the stone.
The only thing that concerns me is this.
We have to have it. That is Pompeii red.
It's a bit harder than I expected it to make our looks gel and be cohesive.
We have to have it.
Because it's some color.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're feeling in terms of keeping it true to them, but for me, I'm just a little lost.
Are you bringing any blue into yours at all?
No.
No blue at all? There's no way, Oscar, you can find a way?
We are still trying to figure it out how we're gonna put this together.
What do you guys think about this color combo? I thought we were gonna do like 3 colors.
Yes, I like it better.
I'm seeing grandma sweater in my head. But
We are so different. It's gonna be really difficult. I'm doing the evening part, she's doing the resort part, and you are doing the casual part. So.
Wait, is mine casual?
It's feeling uncomfortable and not conducive to a collective team.
Have the basic pattern, and then when you have it on the fabric, put it on the mannequin and cut it.
Oscar, you're getting frustrated. We gotta talk about it.
I think that we're gonna have to wait for Nick, and they're gonna destroy us.
Now I'm worried. This is gonna entail some drama.
So can I still do my opening back here or no? Do you think that would be too much?
I think you can afford to show a little skin. That's just my opinion.
This is all of our opinions, because it's a group.
Today's challenge is actually a team challenge. We have to create a mini collection.
A 3-look collection.
Inspired by the movie Pompeii and also by the Getty Villa.
I think I'm gonna have to make the executive decision to get rid of the racerback because it doesn't at all make me think of anything Pompeii related. At the same time, the racerback is like a modern warrior. Damn it.
We really haven't agreed to final design concepts at all.
I'll tell you, the feeling I'm getting from you is that you really want to do your art.
Just thinking in time, it's not make sense knitting with such an amount of time.
Whatever, let's just keep working and not talk at the moment.
Oh my God, I want to go to the bathroom and shoot myself.
What was interesting at Mood was Anya and Mondo, your designers were constantly talking and sharing and showing each other things. Nick, there was a divide.
With Nick's team, they seem to be very incongruent and tons of tension.
Let's roll up our sleeves, put on those rubber gloves, and go in.
You're really inspired by the story of the gladiator. We liked playing off of the idea of like the hard and the soft
Like the
together.
masculine and the feminine.
Yeah, we developed this dyed print.
It looks a little arts and crafty.
Once he says that, I know that it has to be so much more sophisticated and interesting and dynamic.
So maybe we'll try and mix the colors and just kind of swirl it.
I think you guys know exactly what you need to do. I have faith in you. You're A+ students.
I have a great deal of respect for what Mondo is doing. He's developing a spirit of camaraderie among them. He wants them to help each other.
So you're working well together?
Yes, yes. We've compromised. We've each decided to kind of dumb down our ideas a little bit.
All right, so let's talk about the looks.
There was this beautiful tiling in the ground, radiating triangles. We're translating that into each in a different look.
I decided to come up with this. We have decided to come up with this beautiful gown. We all incorporated these pleats.
I'm doing a shirt with a collar and then have the same.
No, I'm scared.
I'm scared of do this. I don't like that.
I'm definitely noticing the frantic energy that is happening on Nick's side of the room. She's going out to dinner. I'm so confused. I thought the collection was a resort collection.
You certainly don't want to drink that Kool-Aid.
You're asking me what I think.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I think, and you won't want to listen.
All right, Blake.
I was inspired by this marble statue that was all black, and I would like to create a bridge piece between Shan, who was doing an evening gown, and Nicholas's separates.
You're all sort of holding back in an effort to harmoniously get through this. Don't think compromise is the right place to start. I think complementing is what you're trying to do. So go for it and figure out exactly what that is independently.
Okay.
And then see how it works.
That was a good kick in the butt. I needed it.
Hello. Tell me what you guys are doing. I'm doing this. It's a pen, and of course, kind of a warrior cape. Would this be the last look? The last look. So who's opening?
I will open.
Okay, so show me.
This is really kind of speaks to the color scheme we went with.
Okay.
And so working with just a drapey jumpsuit.
All right, and then the middle look?
We're doing kind of a tight knee-length dress. I wanted to incorporate something I do, which is knitting. Can't knit a whole garment in the summertime, so I can knit a panel.
I do think that this all of a sudden comes out of nowhere.
It can't be this diverse. You guys can't be so polarized.
We are trying to figure it out. We are not getting to that point yet.
We try to have these conversations, and sometimes I would break away, sometimes Oscar would break away. We just need an outside voice at the moment.
They want to know what you think. Can I suggest you turn the designer's question back to them?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you guys,
No one's answering.
We are the weakest team.
What makes you feel like that? Just from looking around?
It makes sense. Everyone that has sense, they will see that is the weakest team. It's just sense, man.
This is the issue.
Yeah.
The three of you are the issue.
I can help you, obviously, with pulling it together.
Yeah, you could go in and lickety-split, redesign the whole thing, and send a cohesive collection down the runway.
Right.
But you've got to work this out.
Yeah. You know what? I was a little heavy-handed at the Getty. Maybe I was wrong. I want them to work the mess out amongst them. It's here. It's not necessarily here, but it's here.
Do you want me to step away and you stay?
I want to give them a little time.
Let's carry on.
Okay.
You carry on.
We need some leadership on the team. We look to Nick for that, and he is not going to help us out.
They're a mess.
There's no harmony.
They're saying, Dad, we're not getting along.
Right. Can you
so you make these decisions because we don't want to have to.
Right.
That doesn't help anybody.
No. Tim says walk away and let them figure it out on their own. If they succeed, they succeed. If they drown, let them. But as a mentor, it's difficult. I will try. Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
Wow.
No, I don't have much time to sketch or anything like that. Well, no, but anyway, like, we need to sketch Oscar, we need you to be a part of this.
My head is about to explode. I worked so hard. If I have to go home because of this team challenge, oh my God, this is devastating. This is our opportunity as a team to prove that we're strong. You've proven it as individuals. Now we have to prove it as a team.
I just want to say I'm really happy, like, working with you guys. I think we're working together, like, awesome.
I'm proud of you guys. I can't stop saying it enough.
Thanks,
I'm so
Mom.
excited for you guys.
Imagine my jumpsuit with a jewel neckline. This is split open, so now they kind of go together.
We're gonna have to make some progress because I really don't want to be in the losing team. So I have this look.
I like that. Do you have that crate?
Yeah, I have. Don't worry.
Oscar quickly sketches out a maxi dress.
Sure,
What
okay.
fabric is this? I let go of the knit dress entirely.
The sleeve goes like this, okay?
Because at the end of the day, this is a group challenge, and it's important we come across cohesive.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna start to cut.
Everything's working out really great, I think.
Well, I know that they're all doing pleats, so that's why I originally were like, well, let's pleat it. But I didn't like how that was looking.
Shad feels very compromised, and I just hope that he doesn't let it destroy his look. Were you doing a long skirt with it?
I was long.
I love that.
You're just saying that.
No, he cannot go home over something that he doesn't even like himself. I know that I'm Nick's least favorite on the team, so if we go down, I really go down.
You're the least favorite?
Yeah.
Have you been told this?
No.
Or you just read it?
You can tell.
You just have to hope that he will stand up for you if the time comes.
Because you know on the runway, if it ain't right, one of y'all going under that same bus.
I'm definitely in a tough spot. All right, guys, it looks like it's that time. I'm definitely worried that if Nick had to choose one of my teammates to go, it would be me. Let's go home and weep. All right.
Let's get going.
Let's go, go, go.
Yeah.
Look, Oscar, I just press it. It was pretty good.
Okay, yeah, it's perfect.
Good morning, designers. How is everyone? You will have 2 hours to send your models to the Benefit Cosmetics Room and the Blow Pro Studio. Use the Francesca's wall very thoughtfully and strategically. I will be back later. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, yes, we totally need to iron this. Oh my gosh. I feel like the dye looks great. It's going to add a dimension to our collection that none of the other groups have. I really think that our team is going to win this challenge.
It's kind of interesting. You feel like you're
I like that.
I do too. We have quite a bit to accomplish, and I'm just making sure that Nicholas finishes his tunic and skirt. I don't know if you like them.
No, I think it'll be perfect.
Oh, also, Oscar, did I tell you to sew the bottoms together as well?
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
You saw it?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna do that. design done with my garment for our resort collection. And I know that I'm gonna have to help Natalia. And if I had time, also I'm gonna help Stephanie.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help the team.
Okay.
Good morning, good morning. Do you want me to sew the neck for you, Shemay?
Yeah, you can sew the neck, totally.
I'm a little bit nervous walking into the workroom. I'm feeling a little questionable about how my team is doing without me being there holding their hand.
I finish, I just have to finish something, a detail, minimal detail.
Right.
And
then
you know,
you're gonna-
I work on the top of hers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, work. What's going on?
This is ready.
Natalia, Oscar, and Stephanie are completely different. It's no longer I, it's team.
Boring.
It's beautiful.
Oh, you like
It's
it?
very Greek. It's beautiful.
Very clean,
Yeah,
right?
I love it.
All right.
Wait, who are you?
Just do the outside layer, and I will help you with the inside layer.
What happened when I left you?
Is that good for you?
Perfect, thank you.
Keep it happening.
I have the belt already made. Perfect?
Okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna go back and check in.
Okay, go. Yeah. See you on the runway.
Hi. So I can have time to help my team. Make sure that this matches up. See this?
Mondo's, I think, maybe went a little bit more literal with a slightly more gladiator inspiration. Perhaps the judges will see something else out of it that I'm not seeing. The fabric looks like somebody was murdered.
My group decided to create their own textile, and I think that was a really amazing exercise, and definitely I'm proud of them.
Through hair, or
Yeah, I was wondering where that went.
Initially, it was.
I am relieved that it seems as though all three designers took my direction and they really harmonized.
I don't know what Nicholas has done, but it's a complete mess.
I think with Nicholas, I almost think that he's asking to go home.
Your models aren't in hair and makeup yet, or they are?
Blake's handling
Oh, he's
it.
handling them.
Hey, welcome to the Benefit Cosmetics Pretty Room.
We want to keep her very clean, but then we just want to add a little accent of maybe a terracotta.
Very sun-kissed.
I love it.
It's beautiful. I want a really strong brow. We're gonna rock, gimme brow, and then lots of the real. Gorgeous.
We want to do a braid and then like big and curly kind of in the back.
Use blowout spray through the side here to help with the braiding and controlling it.
All right, thanks so much.
Got it.
We're going to do the very brief thing with wrapping the braids around.
Give her a little texture up here using our style. Beautiful.
I like that.
That's what I was saying. Do you want, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Do we want a piece?
I like that.
Yeah,
No. I like this.
Nick's team really did pull it out of the bag. It's a beautiful collection. You could probably buy those clothes right off the rack.
It's more young
above the knee.
above the knee.
Designers, models, and mentors, we're going down to the runway. Come with me, everyone.
We are done, and we are ready to rock that runway.
Oscar became the emperor of my Pompeii team. Try the cuff and see. I don't know. I hope they can pull it off, but I'm having my doubts.
Yeah.
No, all together.
I don't want to be blamed for not doing enough.
So glad that I'm not saying all this. Thank you. The winner of Under the Gun will receive a cash prize of $100,000, a top-of-the-line sewing and embroidery studio, courtesy of Brother, an all-expense-paid inspirational trip to Paris, courtesy of Blow Pro, the blowout experts, and Blow Pro styling products, the opportunity to design the uniform for Benefit Cosmetics, a fashion spread in Marie Claire magazine, a 2014 Lexus CT 200H, and the opportunity to design a collection sold exclusively at Francesca's. Your destination for unique clothing, jewelry, and accessories. The winning mentor will receive a 2014 Lexus CT 200H, a fashion spread in Marie Claire magazine, and a spot as a guest editor for 1 year. Designers and mentors, let's say hello to the judges. Celebrity stylist Jen Raid.
Hey.
Senior fashion editor for Marie Claire magazine, Xana Roberts-Rossi.
Hi, guys.
Fashion designer Rachel Roy.
Hi, everyone.
And our very special guest, Emmy-nominated costume designer Wendy Partridge.
Hello, everybody.
Wendy has just designed costumes for the new movie Pompeii. Wendy's costumes, the movie trailer, and the entire Getty Villa. All of this was inspiration for the designers to create wearable looks. And it's our first team challenge.
Ooh.
Yes, a phenomenal achievement. Now, designers, one team will be on the bottom, and one designer from that team will be eliminated. One team will be on the top, and one designer from that team will be the winner, and we'll take home $5,000 in cash. Let's get things moving.
Overall, I like what I've made. It's not necessarily the first thing that I drew. Our team made compromises so that we would be more cohesive.
I feel that Nicholas has more to show and that his point of view could evolve into something really powerful.
I have created something really strong for this challenge, and I'm really excited to show this to the judges.
I'm happy that he made the pants into shorts because it becomes much more feminine, much sexier. Overall, I think it's a stunning piece. I'm very, very happy for him.
I don't feel like this look represents me completely. I just wish I had more time, and I wish I would have put more of me into it.
I feel like there wasn't enough time for him to make this a perfectly made gown, and it definitely shows.
I think Anya's team is going to be safe. They really took a different approach to it. It's not so conceptual or literal.
I think my look definitely has a resort, luxurious feel with, warrior aspects. So I'm thrilled with how this looks.
I am shocked. It looks pretty good.
I think it looks great. I'm really happy with the way my look flows down the runway. It's as much as I can have wished for it to be me, given the circumstances.
I can show the judges that I also can do clean and chic, elegant, and still powerful. My look is beautiful. I love it.
I have to admit that it looks like a group. It looks together. My designers figured it out on their own, and they created beauty.
I am so happy with my look. It is simple, but that's the way Sam is. I mean, he always does something with ease. His quietness and his design aesthetic is pleasing, and I know that he's happy doing his work.
The look is fierce, and this is definitely an awesome look that I'm proud of.
I want to love it, but it's not letting me love it because I think she's just doing too much. She needs to learn to edit.
It looks awesome. I think it looks approachable, and I'm incredibly happy with it.
She's really making great use of the textile that Sam created, and I think that she really achieved the entire idea of masculine and feminine that we were going for. They did take a risk, and this textile definitely evokes an emotion, and I think that's going to be different for all the judges.
I find Mondo's group's looks a bit costumey, but it really depends on what the judges say.
Designers, you have blown me away, especially considering where things were last night. When it came to the judges' scores, it's quite interesting. Based on the collective scores, Team Nick, Natalia, Oscar, Stephanie, you were the winning team. You won! Who would have thunk it?
I feel so proud of my team.
It was the best reaction ever.
Thank you.
Nick is like, wow, how they did it.
I am a proud papa. I had a realization. If they need me every step of the way, what does that say about them? The best thing they can have for me is for me to tell them, you can do it. Can I go have a drink?
I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to win so bad.
Based on the collective scores of the judges, Blake, Nicholas, Shan, I'm sorry that you're the team on the bottom.
This is not what we planned.
Mondo, Asha, Michelle, Sam, you are safe. You may all return to the lounge. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm a little humbled, to tell you the truth, because we're really the group to beat. I think this is a really great opportunity for us to kick it up a notch and really start taking more risks.
Designers, please tell the judges about your mini collection.
We were inspired by Pompeii before the destruction.
And our woman represents a warrior feeling, so we wanted to pull in strong elements into the designs to represent that warrior in her. And we all loved the movie, but we also really loved the villa. We're all blown away by how beautiful the lake, it was like a pool lake thing, and we walked away with it with just this feeling of blue in us, and we wanted to make sure to incorporate that into our collection.
When I saw your work last night, I'll be blunt with everyone. It was a pile of hot, stinky diapers. How did this happen?
Oscar ended up taking up a leadership role, and that allowed it to become easier to really make something cohesive.
Stephanie, I think the romper is so cute. It's so on trend. I could see it selling. I could see girls wearing it.
And the print is a really beautiful choice. There's a freshness and a liveliness to it.
Natalia, I thought this was so pretty. I think, again, the color's beautiful. I love the way that you layered the solid over that sort of watery looking fabric.
And I like the fact you chose the romantic angle. I think maybe borders a little bit more costume than the other two looks.
But to have the minute elements of the studs on Natalia's shoulders and the stud on Stephanie's collar, I think those are the things that bring it together.
And as difficult as it was for you guys to work together, tough. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be the night before a show, and the best idea has to win. Oscar, your design is one of the most interesting designs I've seen, not only on this show, but outside in the real world as well.
You have a very refined way of constructing garments that makes them look very expensive. Well done.
Thank you. I cannot take responsibility for this one. It is all theirs. Bravo.
Unfortunately, someone is going to go home, and it's going to be from my team, and that's really, really hard to wrap my mind around.
Designers, please tell the judges about your inspiration and about your looks.
Mine is this head-to-toe black dress, and I also created the belt to go with it. I loved this beautiful, black, mysterious marble structure, and I loved the fact that the statue was wearing a hood.
One of the things in Pompeii, all the ladies have mantles, which they drape over their heads quite a lot, and it frames her face lovely. I think the belt is a little bit overwhelming for me. It takes a little bit away from what this dress really could have been.
Personally, I love the belt. You know my theory, everything can't be something. I think the belt is the something. I think this is well done, and I think it speaks to your aesthetic.
It feels like the dark side of the toga.
Exactly.
She's cool. She's sexy.
Nicholas?
I developed this modernized tunic. The inspiration came from this beautiful floor, which had radiating triangles. So I wanted to create that on this tunic. Give a nod to the columns by applying pleats to the skirt and just being very clean.
I think there are some really interesting elements to it. I think taking some of the graphics, which are amazing at the Getty, was a bold choice. But it didn't quite make it in the execution.
This looks to me like my 5-year-old nephew took safety scissors and cut these pieces. There's no symmetry. They're not cut the same size. I know that you have impeccable tailoring skills. I know that you can do better than this.
I give you credit for the idea. I think it's youthful. I think that the swing of the skirt is adorable and modern. I think the idea behind a tunic is modern.
It does feel modern. It feels relevant. It feels like something cool. The aesthetic of the film is so strong, and you really thought outside the box, which is great. The construction, we don't have to tell you. It's not great that it's not there.
Jen?
I pulled inspiration from the pottery and how it was distressed and rugged. So I figured, since I've done jackets and pants, I decided, well, I'll step into a gown and try to add my own version of distress and roughness to it.
It could have done without the extra embellishment here on the top. I think that's too much for me. It's not wowing me.
Okay.
For me, I quite liked this gown. I know there was some dissension among the judges, but I think there are elements of the architecture that certainly you saw at the Getty, in terms of the columns and the marble. I think if there had been maybe not wings on the bodice, and if top edges hadn't been so unfinished looking, it might have been a little bit more successful.
Are you happy with the construction here?
Oh no, I was worried the whole time. Now the idea, I do love.
This makes me think that if one of you guys accidentally cut yourself and started, gushing blood, this is where you would get the bandages from. She's like a mummy. You would unbandage her and wrap up somebody's finger. I mean, I'm just here to be honest, you know what I mean? It's this horrible thing of this, mouthy Jewishness, but then I have the guilt, too. I don't want to hurt you guys. I just don't feel like you can be happy with this.
Designers and mentors, the judges have some extremely difficult decisions to make. I'd love for you to begin your discussion with who you think should win.
Stephanie's design to me was fresh and it was fun.
I thought the romper was super cute, but in comparison with Oscar, his was just a lot more elevated. Yeah.
Modern, beautiful, and met the challenge.
Yeah.
Natalia didn't take anything literally, and she really took the inspiration of this 79 AD into the 21st century.
It was fabulous.
It's really tough. I don't know.
We'll know who's going home.
There's
That's a
two
hard decision.
guys there who let themselves down so badly on construction.
I did appreciate Nicholas's idea. It's modern. There is a place for a designer like this in the market.
Remember when Anya had to choose between Nicholas
did.
or another designer going home, and she chose Nicholas.
She believes in him.
With Shan, because I know his previous work, it's quite hard to let him go because I've seen great things out of him.
Judges, have you made your decisions? The judges had a very tough decision tonight. And we're going to do things a little differently this time. Oscar, you are the clear winner tonight. You win this challenge and $5,000.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just want to say to all designers out there, this is worth it. This is worth it to be here. You have to be here. It's not like you see these programs and you freaked out like, oh no, I cannot go there. Yes, you can be here. You can win this. You can do what you are. And this is incredible. Thank you.
How lovely, Oscar.
This is such a surprise for me. I am the winner of the challenge, but I really see this winning like the group. I mean, we are the winner team. Thank you.
Okay.
Felicitaciones.
I'm glad we won. I'm thankful we won. But more than anything, I realize that I'm still growing. I'm still learning. And I feel like I still have a lot to learn from Nick.
Natalia, Stephanie, Blake, you may go to the lounge. Shan, Nicholas, quite frankly, the judges are disappointed in both of you. This was a resounding failure for you both. What it came down to was which designer did they want to see more from? In the end, they decided that they wanted to see more from both of you.
Praise the Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh, lucky day. I'm more happy than you.
We believe.
That's why you're still here, because we believe as a whole that we've yet to see your true capabilities.
Shan, Nicholas, you may go to the lounge.
Happily. I feel like it was meant for me to be on the bottom. Maybe my head was too far up in the clouds, and now it was time for me to get back to reality and realize exactly why I'm here.
You both, I'm feeling disappointed in myself. This is the second time that I've come this close to disappearing. The next challenge is going to be good.
I was elated.
I'm definitely taken aback by the results, but I'm leaving this challenge with a sense of needing to revisit my mentoring style and really hone in on what am I not doing or what can I do more of to make sure that we don't end up here again, ever again.
Next time on Under the Gun. For this challenge, you will be creating an avant-garde look inspired by steampunk design.
Awesome. I really like steampunk.
How is this gonna work?
Ready for runway.
Shut your mouth.
You have to step up like now. I don't really understand the decisions that you're making.
The sweet Anya that we've had has left the building.
I love this. It's just brilliant.
This is drab and depressing.
It's just some things you can't unsee, but I'm going to unsee that one.